the Strada of. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say there. Strada Offplan podcast, first of its kind. Yeah. Welcome, guys. Fairly new team to Strada, new department we've opened up. So, firstly, welcome. I love a podcast, as you know. I'm not that good at it, but I love it. What I want to do is I want to start by just introducing you guys to everyone watching out there. So, Rashad, would you like to go first? Who are you? Tell us a little bit about you and what you've done over the last 10 years or whatever you've been in real estate.
I'm Rashad. I've been in the market since 2014.
Okay, good.
I'm mainly in off-plan.
We have to tell everyone, I have to jump in here, Rashad is very nervous right now. We have to make him laugh. He has been putting this off for about 3 weeks, 4 weeks on the train. And he's always got meetings and he's busy. So sorry, mate, go on. Yeah.
I'm busy.
Brilliant.
We worked together before, didn't we, previously in my own company? You did?
In 2019. Yes.
2019, yeah. Where you were a top performer. Rashad's the only person I've ever seen, fact for you, close a 12-unit deal over the phone in about 5 minutes. I'm talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I've never seen it on a first phone call. Never seen anything like it. Very pleased to have you in Strada and looking forward to seeing big things. Hannah, welcome.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, yeah, good. Why don't you tell everyone a little bit about you?
So I moved to Dubai 2.5 years ago.
Yep.
And was in the immigration side for a bit and decided to start helping people immigrate over to Dubai. When Strada was opening up their office in Dubai Hills, it was across the road, and I was like, right, let's do immigration in Strada, which is now transferred into off-plan investments for people moving here, getting ready for the future. It's very circular.
There is a good synergy between it,
yeah,
right?
it's a
like
great
if they're coming
synergy.
here and setting up a business or whatever, then
Yeah, it's fantastic. Like, a lot of people want to plan for the future, they want to be lucrative with investments, they want to take their money out banks, put it into properties. So it's very circular. We're seeing a lot of traction within Dubai. It's fun. Gets an extra gino.
I was thinking about that since. What a nice way to put it.
Yeah, it's very flowing. We all create good synergy within the Strada group, so we're getting to help people, working a lot with the secondary market, helping people find houses when they move over here, or rental units, or again, investment properties, which we like to do. Talk numbers.
Talk numbers. Good. This is the main man for numbers.
Oh wow. Okay, main man for numbers. Don't know where that came from, but yeah, go on then. It's me. Yeah. So I'm Tawanda. Been in real estate in Dubai for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Me and Gino trained on our RERA when you used to have to go to the land department. Trained together 3 years ago, and I've been in various capacities in real estate in Dubai. Started off in leasing, ended up in off-plan. Really enjoy off-plan, and did real estate back home in the UK as well for a number of years.
Do you think, to cut in there just quickly, John, do you think it helped you a lot having the real estate background in the UK to then come in here? I know it's a very
It does, because ultimately, it's transferable skill in terms of the sales, and the numbers are pretty much the same. But in terms of process, it's a completely different ballgame. Like, I studied real estate at university, and I wanted to be a chartered surveyor. And you understand it back home, you understand the whole process and everything, and you come here, and it's, when you get the training, it's a completely different process. So you don't need to have previous experience from the UK to practice real estate here. You just need to get your license and have the drive, and you should be able to do all right. Yeah.
Good stuff. Now off-plan, like you say, you've gone from rentals, you've done resales, and now do off-plan.
Yeah.
Good. Well, welcome to the team and welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Lee, the big hitter, the newest member of the team. The most amount of suits I've ever seen in my life. Hilarious shoes. You haven't got one today, have you?
No, there's some starches today.
Okay.
What's the thing? It's like, you got a snake in my boot.
So yeah, Lee, welcome to the team.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to the podcast as well.
Yes.
should call this Gino Cross podcast, shouldn't I? Really?
Yeah.
Lee Harris podcast now, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah. Right. Do you want to introduce yourself? Who are you?
Yeah, I'm Lee from the UK. Did sales for 12 years. Came over to Dubai essentially for a holiday.
Yeah.
I got to speak to somebody in Abu Dhabi about real estate. Got a couple of companies offer me a job. Spoke to them. Came across you guys. Looked at your marketing. You guys. Thought it was fantastic. Decided to give Gary a call when I got back to Poland.
Yeah.
Gave him a call. I was due to fly out to Milan. Changed my flight through to Dubai.
That was it.
Came out here. The rest is history.
And now you're here, man.
I'm
Now you're going to be
here.
a top performer in Strada.
So hit the road running. Yeah.
Excellent. Good stuff. Well, like I said, welcome to all of you. Today, for me, I really wanted to just sit down and get your perspective on the market, a little bit of background on offplan. My background, as you know, is offplan, but you guys are out there doing a lot more deals now and in the market. So let's start with what's going on. What's happening in the offplan market? What's going on? Developers, projects, launches, what your personal preference is. It's just stuff like that.
He's like, yeah.
Please don't talk to me.
I'm busy.
He's busy again. Comedian.
So for me, I drew a very, very artistic map the other day on the board. It's actually up there.
Yeah.
I'm sure can we cut it and put it here? It's a fantastic map. But actually, when you look at the surrounding areas of Oasis, you know, is what we're talking about. You've got some pretty fantastic projects around it, right? Offplan and Ready.
Yeah.
Very different projects as to why Oasis or Drury Hill stands out. If you wanted, even to Lalo Gaff as well, even if you wanted a more modern feel, if you've got Victory Heights, Golf Estates, Ranches a little bit further over, they're more Mediterranean, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it is a good option. Price point's good, right?
Yeah. So far, yeah, it's like compared to that area, it's like below average a little bit by like 5%.
Yeah.
Which is around like 1,600, which is reasonable compared to MR prices.
Yeah.
And like it's a new community which has a waterfront or like water features in a bit far from the beach or the sea.
Yeah, it's not, but that's common though, right? Like if you look at Pulse, District 1 obviously, the Lalo Gaff, the lagoon, that word lagoon is the attractive part. Question, do you think it's going to be a lagoon or like a pond? You know, like Address Villas, it was more like, not a pond, like a lake.
It's like a lazy river, so it will
But
be.
you think you can actually get in it?
It's tough to say at this particular point because not much information has come out from EMA.
Okay.
But one thing I know for sure is it's going to be a brilliant project. If you look at that area there, like you say, you've got lagoons, you've got Tilal Gaf. On the other side of the road, you've got Al Frijan, which they're building Marouge, which will be finishing next week. I love Al Frijan. I used to cover that when I was doing lectures when I first came. So that whole area is gonna be. It's like the growth corridor of Dubai, if you like.
Yeah.
And if you look at the price per square foot that they're offering to start with, people are basically, I am predicting, going to double their money. You know, in the space of time because this is what happened here in Dubai Hills when they first launched. Like, Golf Place, people were buying it for peanuts in comparison to what it's worth now.
Because of the build time, it's an easier payment, it's not as aggressive. And the other thing I've noticed, I live in that area in Victory Heights, and ever since they launched, the roads are starting to become better now. Right? The RTA is now starting to actually activate whatever they activate, but they're making it a lot easier, it's less traffic there, they're opening the road, so it does make it. I feel like when EMA launch a new community, everything, it's not just the community, everything around it is better as well, right?
Exactly,
So as an investor, you know it's a fairly safe investment, is what I'd be saying. Okay, what about favourite project? So, go on, we'll test your knowledge now. I know you're fairly new to the industry, new to the market, but we've done a bit of training, we've gone through a few different developers. What is your favourite project and why?
For me, when I've been looking at developers, I know people essentially like to go for EMA.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's backed by the Dubai government. If I was an investor, maybe it would be the go-to for me. I like the Mac as well. I like the Mac because I'm looking to buy a property here. The Mac Hills, when they've got the Trump golf course, is very good. It's already a community built with family.
Yeah.
With the Mac Lagoons just across the way, that's also going to benefit from Oasis because it's not far away.
Yeah.
So when you're saying with EMA being backed by the government, they're going to do the road systems, the Mac Lagoons is going to benefit from all them systems as well. Right. And you're buying price per square foot less than what you would in Oasis.
Yeah, and it's another good community. I agree with you. I think it's a very good. And if you actually compare, one's obviously across the road from the other. If you compare price per square foot from the Lagoons to the Mac Hills, slightly different types of communities, but there's a big difference in price.
We're saying
a lot of value, right?
on your graph that you put up for me, and I had to
great picture.
Try and work it out.
Again,
the Mona Lisa of Strada. Mona Lisa of Strada.
Exactly. Yeah, training. Actually, you shouldn't show that ball. It's written like a child. But yeah, no, I agree. There's a lot of value in it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And as an end user as well, they're good spacious units, so you could actually have both type of an investor or an end user.
Yeah. Well, they've got the new towers coming up as well. The Mac Hills one.
Yeah.
Got Golf Green coming up. Going to be 1 and 2 bedroom apartments.
I love to see.
They're starting at 990,000 dirham for 1 beds.
This is a new launch.
This is looking over the golf course as well. So heard about that from Saeed there.
Yeah.
With inside information, I think that launch is in about 2 weeks' time, he said. So keep an eye on that, any investors. Get in contact with myself, Tawanda, Hannah, Rashad. We're happy to help at Strada.
All right, let's talk about why someone would buy off plan. Why would they buy off plan?
To plan for the future, to make a lucrative investment vehicle, if they can't get mortgages, if they want to pay something off. What I see a lot is people are getting paid bonuses. They want something that every single time they get a bonus, they get a big check from work, they put it straight into a property, and then they don't have to think about it. It's just something that they know is going to go up in value. If they buy something off plan, as soon as it starts construction, we're going to see an increase. As soon as we start handover, you can usually sell it most likely at a higher price, because then you get the mortgage buyers.
Market share opens up, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of people now, especially with what's happening in banks globally. People want to diversify their portfolio. They want to diversify future. A lot of people in Dubai now don't want to move here now. They want something to really look at for the future. And with the secondary market at a higher than usual price, people are obviously looking at off-plan investments to get a good deal, shall we say.
Yeah. I think it's, if you work, mostly I found that you're working with investors, right? When you're working with off-plan. I mean, I think you only work with investors.
Yeah.
In fact, until this week. Now you've had an influx of end users. That's true, isn't it? I keep thinking, I just want to deal with investors. But it is a very different type of client to deal with, right?
Yeah.
And I find that with off-plan, you tend to deal with investors more. For me, I found the nice part with working in off-plan was that you build a relationship with a buyer that's going to continuously buy.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just a hit and run, or you've got a house, you buy it and that's it, thanks very much. You actually meet that person, you almost do like an account review per year or whatever to find out what they're doing, right? These people it's their hobby to build investment properties. I'm struggling with my words today. You're making me this is it, I keep looking at a shirt like this.
Side eye.
Is he right? Is he breathing in? So, I think when working with an investor, you've got many different types of investments, and we were doing some training yesterday, weren't we? Put it up on the board, like the difference between buying ready. There is some pros with that if you want to get a return straight away in investment. But I think then buying into something off plan, this is all your fault. I can't speak.
Don't look at me.
Buying something under construction off plan. There's so many pros to that, right?
Yeah.
You do have access to a payment plan. So if the unit is 900,000 or $1 million dirhams,
It's more manageable.
yeah, well, you don't have to have that money. You can leverage it, right?
Yeah.
Then you can drip feed the money in. If you've got bonuses, dividends, whatever it is. You're also buying with zero premium.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the deals that we've done recently, if they're resale of off plan, they've paid a certain amount, but then they're also asking a premium, which is because the property's gone up. If you're buying direct from the developer, there is no premium.
And plus, just go back to Golf Green. If you're investing Golf Green at that, 1% a month, you're not missing it, are you?
You can pay for a salary.
Yeah,
right?
you're not
Literally
missing it.
it, yeah.
You know, it's not something that's going to hurt you. It's not like you. sometimes you're going in payment plans, obviously you can have big bulk payments.
Yeah.
Whereas as opposed to 1% a month, I think
very
it's so
manageable.
much more manageable. But for everybody, not just big investors.
Yeah.
People who just first-time investors. I spoke to a lady this morning.
Yeah.
First-time investors wants to come into an apartment, told her about Golf Green. 1% a month is just it's a no-brainer for people who want to just come into the market.
You know, it's actually a payment plan that I haven't seen in ages. They used to have it a long time ago. You know.
You've got.
upside one.
Yeah. I mean, it's very rare these days to come across bigger developers, the likes of EMA, the likes of, the MAC, the Dubai properties, who give a 1% per month payment plan.
I think
It's very, very tough to come across that, because generally it's like 10% or it's like 5%. So to get a monthly installment payment plan on a golf course facing community that is in a ready kind of community as well, it's special. It's a good.
The good thing is that you can actually compare. I imagine it will be a different building in terms of the finishing things, but you can compare. There's ready here. These are the sort of yields that they're achieving, short term, long term.
Exactly.
You know, this is the appreciation from purchase price. Again, it was a different time at launch, but purchase price to now what they're selling for.
Yeah.
So it gives confidence to the investor that I am going to make money.
Yeah.
There is proof in the pudding, and I can have a rough idea on what I'm going to get in terms of an annual yield.
I think for short term as well, looking at that, I think it's fantastic for people.
Yeah.
You've got the Malibu, you've got the lagoons coming.
Moving out now, isn't it? Initially, it was in Marina downtown, but now if you look, it's moving into the sort of outskirts of Dubai.
Yeah.
For more.
It's because Dubai's getting bigger.
Yeah.
More and more people are wanting to live here. More people, the hotspots of Marina. Everyone that lives in Marina, they're brand new to Dubai. They want, it's on their Pinterest, a little picture of the Marina, and then 6 months later, they're like, nah.
It's all the traffic and everything.
Exactly.
I went to Dubai Mall and Eden. I ain't going again.
No, it's just how it is. But it's like a goal you get there, and then you start to get in the way of living in Dubai. And a way of living in Dubai, you want a community, you want a sub-community, you want greenery, or do you want water? There's so many aspects to Dubai that you can have. Like if you want to beachfront living, if you want to live in a golf course like America, if you want to live next to a lake, you have to come to Dubai and decide what you want. And then this is a good thing about offplan, is it gives you something to work towards. A lot of people come here, especially if they open their own companies, if they're on a wage, they can't always get a mortgage straight away, they can't get credit, there's a lot of things that hold them back that is out of their hands. So this gives them something to work towards, to plan for the future, especially with 1% payment plans. If they start to come in, especially with all the new people coming here, they're going to sell out on opening. You're never going to get
Where
Uh,
do you live? Victor. I want to live at your house. You got mates.
Got a new tenant now,
Good at cleaning.
Yeah. I'm good at dressing. I'm dressing in the morning.
Arjan. What we said about Arjan, this is your favourite area.
Mr. Arjan.
well, it's become my favorite area. I mean, I don't know if you've seen a lot of people kind of diss the smaller areas, like the lower ticket, fast transacting communities like JVC, Arjan, JVT, but I really like those areas for a number of reasons. The main one is good returns on investment for your investors, and lower ticket pricing. And you've got smaller developers that are able to offer things that bigger developers don't, which is what we were talking about a minute ago. The payment plans are very, very competitive. The down payments are lower. The payment plans don't tend to be top heavy, as in you get the 90-10s these days, the 80-20s, the 70-30s.
Yeah.
Over here, you get in the 50-50s still. You get in the 40-60s, the 30-70s. So that's the reason why I like those areas, because lower ticket people who want to maybe just come into the market, they're able to access these areas. And Arjan, the reason why is it's a very good community. In the next couple of years, I think it's going to really massively develop. Why? The road infrastructure around it is really good. You've got Dubai Miracle Gardens, Dubai Butterfly Gardens in the area, which are massive tourist attractions. So for Airbnb and short term for your investors, really good area for them to invest. It's just off the 311, which means 2 minutes down the road, you're at Global Gardens. So it's a really good community in the sense that you've got schools in the area as well. You've got parks that are due to come up, and the developers that are going in there, because it's developing area. you're going to get really beautiful, architecturally nice buildings. So as an area, the outlook of it within the next kind of 4 or 5 years is going to be really, really good. So I think it's a good area to go in. And the latest news that we've had in the area is Ellington, which is a nice boutique developer, as we know. They've recently purchased a number of plots in the area, and they'll be developing. And what we tend to know is when Ellington go in an area, the price rises. And they've come in, granted that the price per square foot that they may be offering may be slightly higher than the other developers, but this kind of shows us at the price per square foot that we're at now and where we could expect to be, because Ellington have now joined the area. So you've got, now investors are looking at it as, right, I'm buying this kind of different building at this level. Ellington have come in, they're selling at this level, and this is the start of Ellington. So you can expect that there'll be capital appreciation from Ellington themselves, never mind from the small developers. So it's a good area to go in now, good area to invest.
I think Samana have done wonders as well, though, right? With
the swimming pool.
The first of its kind. Right?
Yeah,
I've done a few bits there. Every time I think of Argent, straight away I think
Samana,
always.
I think of the light up building.
Yeah.
There's a building in the middle that just plays lights.
I think of Tawanda.
I think the one you're talking about is Miracles, I think. By
loads of people stay in it.
Yeah.
Loads of people, but all I just know is it light up. It's in the middle.
I mean, mark my words, within the next couple of years, you guys won't stop going on about Archer. I'm telling you that now.
We're going to do another podcast in 2 years' time.
Yeah.
We're going to cut this in and cut it out.
And I'll be loaded. I'll be sitting on a bank of money.
I'll have even more grey hairs by then.
I agree with you 100%. I think, especially with when you point on Ellington, when Ellington does enter an area, it does bring the whole area up. They are.
Well, they've got faith in the area, obviously.
And they're an affordable developer, but a very high-end developer. Do you know what I mean? They've got it right, they've got the sweet spot right. And if you look at, they've got a track record. JVC. Go on.
I was about to say, I've got a client that's been on the Ellington waiting list for downtown to rent for 2 years. And now she's like, I want to buy Ellington. I will buy it any price. She's got her father in it. She wants Ellington. And I'm a big advocate for it. I love it. Anytime I go in, I pretend I'm staying there. It's a show apartment. I'm like, I'm moving. But it's 100%. It's so nice to stay in.
That's exactly, it's proof in the pudding there, right? DT1 is on the sort of outskirts of downtown. It's a low-rise building in a high-rise community. No view. It's next to A Boulevard Mall, but it holds its value, and there's a waiting list. So that's exactly
every single person that lives in downtown, everyone always speaks about Ellington. They're in and out. They're asking to get in there because a lot of the places within downtown, I would say, is more small square footage per apartment, whereas Ellington will always build on the higher side. So you're always looking plus 100 square foot.
Yeah. Good. Do you really sell the penthouse in there? Was it you? In DT1, I'm sure it was you years ago.
Just own it, Rashid.
Take the win.
No, I can't remember now.
I thought you froze then.
He was busy.
I was stuck in a time loop. So.
All we get is busy times from Rashad. What about yourself, Rashad? Talk to us about your favourite development. I have a feeling I know what you're going to say.
The Valley.
The Valley. Should take him to Wales.
What's that TV show? I'm from the Valley.
Nothing to do with this podcast. Why?
Cheapest square footage as a townhouse in the market.
Yeah.
Price-wise. Location is a bit far, but after they opened the Lane Road, it's 25 minutes away from downtown. It's a huge community. They have standalone villas, the farm garden, which is like first of its kind in the market. Yeah. We are talking about like a huge plot area and plus a huge built-up area. But the price is like starting 5 million, which is very affordable compared to the size of that community itself. Then they launched the last one is Rivana, which is semi-detached twin villas.
What we've seen with the semi-detached, sorry to jump in there, but we've seen the demand for semi-detached villas. If you look at the club villa in Dubai Hills, what was sold at 4 million, say, is now selling at 8. Yeah. If you look at now Golf Grove handing over, what was sold at 4.5 or whatever it was, is now selling at 7.
Yeah.
You're seeing Oral Gardens, twin villas in Talala Talal Al-Gaf. Really can't speak. Every time I look at you. But you're seeing now this huge increase in demand because people like twin villas in Dubai. I think it's a great investment.
Yeah, it is. It's now they started 2.7, 2.8. Like I'm pretty sure it will reach minimum 3.3.
Yeah.
When they start handing over Eden, which is the first phase, they will start at the handover. Yeah, they will reach 3.5 minimum because the price that the size that they are offering right now, which is extremely rare to find in the market. It's a 3-bedroom, 3,140 square foot.
Really?
It's extremely rare to find this size with this price in the market.
And also, it's an email community, right?
Yeah.
So going back to what we were saying before, even though some might deem it as a little bit far out, it's not that far out, is it? I used to travel, when I was in the UK, I would travel like an hour and a half into the office, an hour and a half back up on the train, getting up 5 different tubes. So, if you're driving 30, 35 minutes to your office, it's not really far.
People were thinking Marina was far.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we're spoiled for choice here, though. We're just still like, 15 minutes away, 15 minutes away. But
I
with
drive
the way
32 minutes. No, sorry, 28 minutes here every morning.
I can
Well,
get...
Sheikh Zayed Road, just past the World Trade Centre, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, just
That
past
would
there,
be
yeah,
closer.
because...
But I mean, the way Dubai's going back to the valleys, 5 years' time...
The valley, not
the valley.
The valleys,
The valley. We will have communities all the way out there. They're just building outwards. Right now it looks far. Remember when Dubai Hills got launched? Everyone was like, it's far too far. Don't even
I
touch
remember
it.
sitting with
So
people
far.
in Dubai Hill Sales Centre, and they were saying to Dubai Hills, I don't know how can it be far. It's in the centre of Dubai.
Yeah.
Like, that's a fantastic location.
Yeah.
Well, look at how many people made the mistake with Palm, Jebel Ali,
Exactly. Yeah.
and now look.
Yeah.
You could have invested there years ago if you'd have bought off plan there.
Palm Jumeirah.
Yeah, sorry, Palm Jumeirah, my apologies, Palm Jumeirah. You invested there, now look.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to want that now.
Yeah.
And I think that the main thing to look at now, the off-plan is always about the future, isn't it? Right? You're not necessarily investing for today, you're investing for 3, 4, 5 years down the line. Dubai has got a track record. It does work. If you look at what was launched, it does appreciate, There's certain things in place now that does protect the investor as well. You hear all these crazy horror stories from back in the day. They can't happen in escrow accounts, with trusted developers, there's good developers in the market now, led by very, very good people that know what they're doing.
100%.
That's why some people complain about the DLD fees.
No, everyone complains about it.
Yeah, but I think I would rather pay that 4% and know that my investment is covered and know that I'm securing that investment with 4%.
Well, yeah, it's a registration, isn't it? So that then it's stopping you from just constantly flipping. Yeah, I agree.
So that for the market, it's better. It's going to create more security for the market, surely.
Yeah, it matures it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, good. Anything else to add to our first podcast, guys?
I'm perfectly fine.
I bet you are. Good. Well, thank you very much, and see you next time.
Thank you.